Hello everyone! Have you ever noticed that some people can complain about absolutely everything? Too cold, they complain. Too hot, they complain. It's raining, they complain. It's not raining. Somehow they will still complain. And yes, I'm talking about Polish people. Before someone gets angry in the comments, this is not a hate video about Poland or Polish people. I'm Polish myself, so I'm basically talking about myself too. I have lived outside Poland for many years, and living abroad changes the way you see your own country. So today I want to talk about 5 things that sometimes really annoy me about Polish people, and maybe you will agree with me or maybe you will completely disagree. Either way, welcome to From Mora with Love. If you enjoy this kind of honest conversation about Poland, Romania, life abroad and my experiences, subscribe to the channel and stay with me. Let's start. The first thing is probably the most obvious one. Polish people love complaining, and I mean everything. It is winter, oh my god, it's so cold. When summer comes, oh my god, it's so hot. When it rains, the weather is terrible, and when the sun comes back, it's too hot. Sometimes I think Polish people don't actually want good weather. They just want something to complain about. And it's not only the weather. Prices, roads, work, politicians, neighbors, public transport, supermarkets. There is always something. And I have to admit, I used to do it too. When you live in Poland, you don't always notice it because everybody around you is doing the same thing. But after living in Romania, I started noticing it much more. Nu i bine niciodată. And honestly, that could be the Polish national slogan. The second thing is something I really noticed after moving to Romania. Polish people often look sad. Not necessarily because they are sad, they just look serious. When I first came to Romania, people sometimes asked me, Rafał, is everything okay? And I would say, yes, why? Because you look angry. And I was thinking, no, I'm Polish, this is just my face. It's the Polish face. You can see a Polish person walking down the street and they look like they have just received some very bad news. Oh my gosh. But maybe they are just thinking about what they are going to have for dinner. And the funny thing is, after living abroad for years, I think I changed a little bit. I smile more, I look less angry, at least I hope so. Zymbește, frate! Maybe that's what we need in Poland, a national campaign. Smile more! The third thing is jealousy, and this is one can be a little uncomfortable. Sometimes Polish people have a strange reaction when somebody is successful. Someone buys a new car. Wow, nice car! But then comes the Polish investigation. How much did it cost? Where did he get the money? What does he do? How can he afford it? And suddenly we are no longer talking about the car, we are investigating the entire financial history of this person. Of course, not every Polish person is like this, but I think there is sometimes this attitude, if I don't have it, why does he have it? Instead of saying, good for him, we sometimes say, yes, but I wonder where he got the money. And I think this is something we should change. If somebody works hard and achieves something, maybe we should simply say, good job. Lasce in peace. Let people live their lives. You don't have to understand everything about somebody else's money. Number 4. Polish people love talking about other people, and sometimes a little too much. You can tell somebody something privately on Monday. By Wednesday, 3 people know. By Friday, the whole neighborhood knows, and somebody you have never met knows the story too. I don't know how this happens. It's almost a Polish superpower, but there is another side to it. Polish people can also be extremely direct. If they don't like something, they will tell you. If they don't like your clothes, I don't like your clothes. If they don't like your haircut, what did you do with your hair? If they don't like your idea, that's a stupid idea. This is not always a diplomatic version, and honestly, I sometimes appreciate this. At least you know what somebody really thinks. But sometimes you don't need to say everything you think. There is something called diplomacy. Majuszor omule. Sometimes honesty is good, but a little diplomacy doesn't hurt. And finally, number 5. I think Polish people sometimes believe that somewhere else life is always better. Germany is better, Norway is better, Sweden is better, the Netherlands is better, Romania is better, America is better. And when you go there, and after a few years you start complaining about that country too. I know this because I have lived abroad myself. When you live in Poland, you can think everything is better somewhere else. But when you actually move abroad, you discover something very important. Every country has problems, every country has good things, every country has bad things. And after many years outside Poland, I learned that you don't have to choose one country and say, this country is perfect, it doesn't exist. Poland has problems, Romania has problems, but both countries also have fantastic things. Niceieri nu I perfect. And I think that's probably the biggest lesson I learned from living abroad. So these are my 5 things Polish people complain a lot. We can look permanently angry, we can be jealous and judge other people. We love gossip and sometimes we are too direct, and we often think that life is better somewhere else. But remember, I'm Polish too. So when I talk about Polish people, I'm also talking about myself. And maybe that's the most important part of this video. You can laugh at your own culture, you can criticize your own country, and you can still love it. So, what do you think? Do you agree with me? Or did I completely misunderstand Polish people? Let me know in the comments. And please be gentle with me. I'm Polish. I can only take so much complaining. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this vlog, please share it. Let's see how far we can take this video. Let's send it through the depths of YouTube and see how far it can go. Maybe one day somebody in Poland will watch this and say, this guy is completely wrong. And somebody else will say, no, he's absolutely right. And then we will have another thing to complain about. Thank you for watching from Mora with Love. Take care, stay positive, and remember, it is never too late to smile. See you in the next vlog. La revedere!